while di siu-siu.
Filipe sana no abatule na turana Nadi marana matoke na o ati talangana matani mbas covid andai na turana tal wakatau ati talangana lidwonon ta chuka tendai na biluta kini nanda we tambana kirsar na nanda turaroni wang kabuka kita lagam tona balislesi na staff ni Fiji Met Toman da na te vale na bingara bina viding ko misama ila kendai na kena babaru te no songongo na vale we director ke kem dona staff His Excellency Hiroshi Tajima-san, Ambassador of Japan in the Republic of Fiji, the Honorable Mr. Satoshi-san, representative of Fiji JICA office, and fellow representatives who are here today, the members of crop agency, CEOs who are present with us today, Fiji airports, and KEFI, is it KEFI or KEF? And the other senior executives who are here from our aviation sector, distinguished guests, our disciplinary forces, Fiji military forces and Fiji police force, immigration and other government agencies I might not have mentioned, but thank you very much for being with us today. And of course our Japanese agencies, I believe the relevant companies and stakeholders are here. A warm greeting to you all. So over the past decades, Fiji Met and Hydrological Service has consistently hosted multiple regional trainings within the Fiji Met. The goal is to become a regional leader in weather, climate and hydrological knowledge, empowering communities, protecting lives and enhancing resilience in Fiji and beyond, and this is a major step in that. Fiji is exposed to several types of hydrometeorological hazards, which ranges from cyclones, floods, droughts, and storm surge, as we have seen recently, in terms of precipitation, torrential rainfall that further leads to flooding, which causes damages to infrastructure, agricultural sector, etc., and ultimately reduces the quality of life. During the tropical cyclone season, as we are in now, Fiji and other Pacific Island countries are exposed to risks associated with these cyclones and have significant impacts on our lives and our livelihoods. So in the recent year, and largely due to the role of the RSMC Nadi, the region has been faced with increasing demand to strengthen capacity and improve the accuracy of weather forecast. It is on this note that on the 27th of March 2025, the Ministry undertook two significant signages or agreements, the signing of the grant agreement with JICA resident rep in Fiji and the Pacific, and the signing of exchange notes with the previous with the Ambassador of Japan to Fiji and the Pacific. These signings are towards the development of the just need to get the title correct. of the regional center for the development of regional centers for the improvement of meteorological services. That's correct. And disaster risk reduction in the Pacific Islands, which is what we are here today. And I would like to say a big thank you to His Excellency, the Ambassador of Japan, the JICA representative in Fiji. And I believe this project contributes significantly to SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, and 13 on climate change. Before I end, I'd like to also just share a few significant projects we are currently partnering with the government of Japan, or with the assistance of the government of Japan, on the Tamabuewai Bridge, which is currently ongoing. If you go through Ndelenevesi. And of course, after that, there are other 3 bridges, which is government is working closely with ADB, and that will be started soon. We also have current discussions on the multi-purpose ship to assist not only the ministry but also the government of Fiji, especially in more efficient, effective disaster response in our maritime islands. And of course, at the moment, the government of Japan is working on the procurement and acquisition of roads equipment for Public Works Department. This will assist us greatly in on-time deliveries in terms of especially our maritime and rural roads maintenance. There was also a rural roads feasibility assessment with engineering and technical reports, and we are working closely with the government of Japan on realizing some of the elements of that report. Of course, there are significant partnerships right now in renewable energy, climate change mitigation, and disaster risk management. And finally, on capacity building, which is ongoing with the government of Japan, not only through scholarships, but direct ministry or Fiji government staff with the government of Japan. In closing, the coalition government is in full support towards the working towards the successful completion of this project in terms of the various components of government which needs to come into support, and we look forward to the completion of this project. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu.
Honorable Filipe Tuisawau, Minister for Public Works, Meteorological Services and Transport. Mr. Misaele Funaki, Director, Fiji Meteorological Services. Ms. Yumi Kimura, JICA Resident Representative, JICA Fiji Office. Representatives of the Ministry of Public Works, Meteorological Services and Transport. Distinguished guests, distinguished media, ladies and gentlemen. Yandra Vinaka, good morning and Ohayo gozaimasu. It is a great honor and pleasure for me to join you today at this groundbreaking ceremony, a special moment that officially marks the commencement of the project for the development of regional centers for the improvement of meteorological services and disaster risk reduction in the Pacific Islands. As I am sure you agree, Honorable Minister, we are turning a new chapter in Japan-Fiji cooperation and indeed in regional resilience for the Pacific. This project is being implemented under Japan's new ODA policy known as the Co-Creation for Common Agenda Initiative, which emphasizes partnership with Fiji and Pacific Island countries in addressing shared challenges such as climate change and disaster risk reduction. This project represents Japan's strong and enduring commitment to supporting Fiji and Pacific Island countries in confronting the growing challenges posed by climate change and natural disasters. The Pacific region is among the most vulnerable in the world to cyclones, floods, storm surges, and other extreme weather events. Accurate, timely, and reliable meteorological information is therefore not a luxury. It is a necessity that saves lives and protects livelihoods. Through this project, Japan is proud to support the development of a state-of-the-art regional facility that will strengthen early warning and forecasting capacity, serve as a regional training center for Pacific meteorological personnel, establish a regional instrument calibration center in accordance with World Meteorological Organization standards, and enhance disaster risk reduction awareness for communities, students, and visitors. These facilities will enable the Fiji Meteorological Services not only to meet Fiji's national needs, but also cement Fiji's important role as a regional hub serving the wider Pacific. Japan's cooperation with the Fiji Meteorological Services is not new. It spans several decades, beginning with earlier grant assistance, infrastructure, equipment, and technological cooperation, including continuous capacity development and the provision of advanced meteorological satellite data, such as from the Himawari series. This project builds on that strong foundation that reflects Japan's new development cooperation approach, which emphasizes co-creation for a common agenda, regional ownership, and long-term sustainability. Japan is no stranger to natural disasters. Earthquakes, typhoons, and floods have shaped our own national experience and taught us the critical importance of preparedness, forecasting, and resilient infrastructure. It is precisely because of these shared experience that Japan stands in solidarity with Fiji and the Pacific. This project also aligns closely with Japan's commitments announced at the Pacific Island Leaders Meeting, PALM, and with our broader efforts to promote climate resilience across the Indo-Pacific and the Lomabata-Kizuna Partnership that addresses climate change and disaster resilience. At this juncture, please allow me to also acknowledge the recent visit of Honorable Minister Filipe Tuisawau to Japan. Such high-level exchanges are of great significance. They deepen mutual trust and understanding, enable frank and forward-looking dialogue, and provide strategic direction to our development cooperation. Minister Tuisawau's visit reaffirmed the strong partnership between our two governments and underscored the shared priority we place on strengthening meteorological services, infrastructure resilience, and disaster preparedness. It is particularly meaningful that today's groundbreaking takes place so soon following that visit in February, translating dialogue into tangible action on the ground. Ladies and gentlemen, as construction begins today, we look forward to seeing this facility rise as a symbol of cooperation, resilience, and hope, not only for Fiji, but also for the entire Pacific region. Japan will continue to work closely with the government of Fiji, the Fiji Meteorological Services, JICA, and all stakeholders to ensure the successful and timely completion of this project. More importantly, we remain committed to supporting the people who will use this facility, meteorologists, technicians, trainers, and students, whose dedication ultimately transform mere infrastructure buildings into lasting impact. Moving forward, Japan remains committed to supporting Fiji's socio-economic development priorities, and addresses the needs of today and into the future. Japan will utilize the overarching framework of the Ramabata Kizuna Partnership to continue to provide meaningful engagement with the government and people of Fiji. In closing, please let us continue to work in collaboration and to see this project through to its completion. I have full confidence that this project will further strengthen Pacific's resilience, save lives, and further deepen the friendship between the peoples of Japan and Fiji and the wider Pacific family. Vinaka Vakalevu, Daniel Vard, and arigatou gozaimasu.
The Honorable Lord Filipe Tuisawau, Minister for Public Works, Meteorological Service and Transport, His Excellency Mr. Hiroshi Tajima, Ambassador of Japan to Fiji, Director Mr. Miseri Funaki, Fiji Meteorological Service, FMSF staff members, members of the media, distinguished guests, project team members, ladies and gentlemen, Bunabinaka, Namaste, good morning, and Ohayou gozaimasu. I would first like to express my deepest sympathies to all families affected by Tropical Cyclone Baianu. I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to the Director and his entire team at the Fiji Meteorological Service for critical national service they provided to the people of Fiji through efficient and timely updates on Tropical Cyclone Baianu during the past few challenging days. Their dedicated effort have no doubt ensured that the people of Fiji were well prepared and well informed to take appropriate measures to protect themselves and properties. On behalf of JICA, it's my honor to be here this morning to attend the groundbreaking ceremony of the project for the development of regional centers for improvement of meteorological services and disaster risk reduction in the Pacific Island. This project represents a significant milestone implemented under Japan's grant aid scheme with funding of up to 1,739 million Japanese yen, approximately 27 million Fijian dollars. Today's ceremony is particularly significant as the importance of the project has been first highlighted by the severe of cyclones and the vulnerabilities our region constantly facing in relation to natural disasters. I understand that the start of this project has been keenly awaited as discussions have taken some time to materialize into implementation. I would like to express my appreciation to the team at FMS, officials from the Embassy of Japan, and JICA colleagues for their continued effort, collaboration, and commitment to bringing this project to implementation. Under this project, Regional Training Center, RTC, Regional Instrumental Center, RIC, and Disaster Risk Reduction Awareness Facility will be constructed on this site. Following the construction, specialized equipment for weather observation, forecasting, and communication will be installed in these facilities. This center and the facility will serve as a hub for meteorological service in the Pacific. The RTC and RIC are expected to be established in accordance with international standards and best practice based on World Meteorological Organization standards and ISO certification. The Disaster Risk Reduction Awareness Facility will contribute to raising awareness of disaster management and resilience in the Pacific region. It also aims to educate the public on disaster preparedness. JICA has supported the Pacific Island countries in strengthening meteorological service in the region for many years through capacity building, infrastructure development, and disaster and climate initiatives. The government of Japan and JICA has enjoyed a long-term collaboration with Fiji Meteorological Service, which spans over 30 years. It started with the construction of the FMS headquarters in Nadi as a regional specialized meteorological center for tropical cyclone program. JICA's support has also been provided through various schemes, including short-term training program and third country training. In terms of long-term training and offering of JICA scholarship, I'm proud to share that some of the officers from Fiji Meteorological Services, Vanuatu Meteorological and Geohazard Department, and Solomon Island Meteorological Service have earned master's degree by studying in Japan. I hope staff in other meteorological offices in this region will be inspired by the achievement of these trainees and take advantage of the course offered at RIT, RTC, and pursue specialized training at RIC. Before I conclude, I would like to thank all the staff at the Fiji Meteorological Service for organizing today's event and facilitating groundbreaking ceremony in the middle of challenging times. I sincerely wish for the successful and timely implementation of this project. Thank you. どうもありがとうございます。ビナカバカレブ。